Kia ora, kia ora whānau. So I had an idea of creating a free YouTube journal class. So in this class you'll be creating your own journal, something similar to this, okay, and Māori based of course. And so just thinking about ideas for that. So the first thing we'll be doing is obviously creating our journal, and that'll be in this video here. So I'll give you a flip through of these journals, and they're fairly long journals, so you're gonna need an A3 watercolor paper, okay, and so it's like 2 A3 watercolor papers joined together, okay, and I'll show you how to make that in a few minutes. And these are just samples of what I taught in a class a few years ago. So we're going to be doing something similar to that, to these journals here, and I'll take you sort of step by step. Right, so I have a group, be sure to join that group to get a few tips, and if you've got any Q&As too as well, just let me know in a message or in the group. So that's the first one there, okay, and on the outside of that is this. So pretty quirky little characters, cool easy characters to do. Here's another one. It's the outside. So we're going to shape the book too as well, like we had there. Alright, I'll give you a quick flip of this one. You get an idea of what you're getting yourself into. There's a lot of colour in there. Most of it was done in watercolours, really cheap watercolours. We're going to use some cheap paints here. So if you've got cheap watercolours, or I'm looking at doing acrylics. So entirely up to you if you want to do them in colouring pencil, textures, you name it. You can totally do it in those. They'll just look a little different to each other, that's all, or to what I'm doing in acrylics. Alright, so this background was done in black acrylics, and I used the Posca paint pens to do the neon brights. Okay, so that's that. Just fold it over, and it creates a A4 journal. Okay, nice little journal to do. And so if you're interested in joining me to create these, then I'll be putting out a few videos here and there. I'm not going to say every week or every 2 weeks, so here and there. And so just keep an eye out, maybe follow us, and press the bell so you can get notifications on when I do a new video. So I'll be doing that, and teaching you how to do some simple characters. So you'll be needing some watercolor paper, A3, about 180 GSM, Depending on what you want to use, watercolors or watercolor papers are pretty good for mixed media too as well, as long as it's not the rough textured one. Okay, as long as it's smooth. So yeah, so I'll be doing that, and starting with the simple journal that we're going to create. So today I was thinking I could show you guys how I actually create the journal. Alright, and what I use. So what you're going to need today is some kotis, a needle, okay, and some masking tape. So that's how we're going to create our journal. Alright, so these are cheap watercolor papers. Right, they're about, depending on where you live, here in Oz you can get them for about $8 to $14 in the $2 shop. Okay, so they vary. Alright, so what you'll need is six of those papers. Alright, so 6 of these. These are the ones that I've taken out of another book. Alright, so what you want to do first with your kotis is you want to cut all that off. Alright, and then the next thing you want to do to create the pages is to put these two. So there's 1, 2. Now you're only going to be able to see the middle of this, and that's all you'll need to see. So leave a bit of a gap between each. Alright, and get your tape, put it right down the middle. Okay, turn it round, put this bit here on the other side, bring your tape around, and down you go again. Don't worry about creases and stuff like that. But if you're pretty fussy, then go ahead and do it a lot tidier than I would. I'm a person that's not too fussed, and what I want you to do next is fold them, both pages, in half, like so. So they sort of join in the middle, but you don't want them too close. Alright, the other page. And there you go, you got your first part of the journal. Alright, now what you want to create, okay, is you want another 2 more of these. Alright, so I have gone ahead and done that. So you want to put them inside each other like so. You can see that. That's the middle right there. Okay, the middle right there. Alright. Okie doke. Alright, so this is the awl. Alright, that you'll need. Now that thing there is made to pierce holes inside of stuff. Okay, so this here is going to be our hole template. Okay, you'll need 3 holes. So just think of this as the spine, alright, which would be that part. Okay, so what you'll need to do is mark 3 holes. Alright, so you go in the middle, pull your pages, and you estimate the middle with your texter. You'll need one of these or a pencil, but this is better, you can see it a lot clearer. Mark 1 hole there, 1 hole there, and another hole there. Alright, and that'll do it. And what you want to do with your awl, you can get some ball clips if you want to hold it in place, or you can use some sort of book or cardboard, but I'm going to freehand it so I can show you. So that goes straight through the tape and everything else. That's why you need a gap, and it helps the book to open and close a lot easier. Okay, this is the simplest way of making your own art journal. Okay, whānau? Alright, so once you've done that, I'm going to put that aside and give you fellas a demo on how to put the book together. Alright, you'll need some thread, and use jute rope, you can use all sorts of rope, as long as it's nice and sort of thin like that. Alright, so what you want to do is go through the outside of your spine, okay, which is like that. That's the outside. Go through the middle hole, pull it through, and then you'll see I've put in 2, okay, which means this is where you go next. Either way, doesn't matter, but this is where you go next, okay. So you want to pull it, especially if it's a long string. So how you measure the string is usually you want to go measure the string about 2 to 3 lengths of your spine. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4 if you want. Alright, so that's how you measure the string. Okay, now, so you're in number 2, so I like to leave a little bit dangling. Right, and you've got number 3 here, so you go in there. Alright, pull it through, pull it through, okay, and it should look like that. Alright, see that bit there? Right, so you turn it around. You're not going to be able to do this with your book. You turn it, you go straight through the middle again. Try not to get your string too caught up in your string, because that makes it a little difficult. And you want it on the other side of that middle string, okay, and then you tie it up, okay, and that's how you bind your journal. Alright, so let's try it on our journal now. So I'll pull all that out and give you another demo on the actual journal. Ka pai? Alright, here's our journal. It's the middle. Pull it through the middle, like so. loop that so I can close it. Have a long bit there. Then I'm going to turn it around like so you fellas can see, and put that through there, through the back of that hole, pull it through. Sometimes you've got to watch because it can get tangled up in the middle. There we go, pulling it through. Right, that's through. Okay, nice and tight. You go on the other side to the last hole. There, put it through. Go by, pull it through. Nice and tight, not too tight. You can't pull that string out. Oop. And then you go through the middle again. Right. Remembering not to interfere with that other one. Okay, pull it through. Alright, so with your string you want to pull each of them that way. Okay, make it tight, and then you simply tie it off like that. Alright, and then you're done. Your book is finished. Okay. So that's your journal created, all done. Okay. Pretty cool, eh? So this part here will actually hold the book closed, and then you've got your journal. Alright. So I was thinking also to do a bit of a introduction to how I draw like a basic character using the U, the letter U. Okay, so grab yourself a sketchbook or some sort of paper. Okay, and start drawing some U's on your paper. This will give you an idea of how I do the faces. Right. Then what we want to do is put a line here and a line down the middle on each of those faces. So it'll keep our faces in perspective, and it also gives us a guideline as to where things go. Alright, ka pai. Okay. Alright, so then once you've got that, we use this line here, the line we've got on the top, as our eyebrows. That's our guideline. So you want to bring your eyebrows, I wouldn't estimate where, but that's the beginning of our nose. And see the U again, so you got a triple U here, and that makes up for our nose. Okay, eyebrow can have a very wide nose, a very big nose, A small nose. Normal size nose. Any kind of nose you want. Here we go. Here's some samples of noses. So under your eyebrow, you want to start doing some eyes. So I usually like to use the olive eye, the olive, like the almond eye look, and then you put the U's inside for the pupils. Right, for the closed eye, you just use that. For an open and closed eye, do the same. Do an almond shape with the U's as well as a closed. Okay, so practice those. It'll give you an idea. You want to do a pūkana face, you do the U's the other way. Can do some pupils that way, make it look like it's looking that way, the side on. Let's do a bit of a quirky look. Let's go with a cross-eyed look. There you go, just do it that way. Alright, so the mouths are pretty simple. Start off with a line. So if your mouth is, usually what I do with the mouths, let's use these two as an example. Let's say female mouth, male mouth. Okay, so with the female, I like to over accentuate her lips. Okay, like that. With the male, I don't usually give them too much of a lip, an upper lip, so it's more masculine looking. Another female lip is using my U technique again, and then putting a bottom lip like that. Okay, so that can be smaller, it can be larger, so depending on what kind of look you want. Okay, so I'll try it on this one. That lip. There you go. This one here looks like a male, so I won't do too much emphasis on that one. This one here. That one. Make them wider. See? So it creates like expressions on your faces as well. So that's a good thing to have. Alright. Okay, so let's say so, you know, give it a go, have a bit of a practice go. Let's draw a bigger face. So, yeah. I'll do a female first. Remember those lines? Okay, they represent eyebrows. Now these eyebrows, you can actually express them too. You can go rounder, all kinds. Just think of the expressions you can use. I just do the almond coloured eyes. I'm going to do her smiling. That one's a little bigger, so just correct that. There we go. Right, so what I wanted to do here was some hair. Alright, so let's say put a neck here, some shoulders, just as an example. Okay. Here. Let's have some curly hair. There you go. So you want to keep your character, because that's all it is. It's not anything realistic. It's a very simple character. Okay. Very simple. I mean, you can start getting into some details. Yeah, make it ticky. I mean, you can do lots of stuff with that. Make her a kapa haka, you know, like she's a kapa haka girl. Start getting in some patterns in there, just as ideas. Yeah, you can do a whole lot of these depending on what you want to do in your journals. And start expressing some faces. Alright, I mean, you can even put some circles for the cheek. That really emphasises her as a wahine. So alright, ka pai. Alright, let's do a male. Okay, so do a male. Right. There you go. I do his nose a little bit flatter. Okay. Let's do it, get him doing the pukana. Eyeballs up. Alright. Do the mouth. Remember, men don't have very very voluptuous lips. You can actually make him doing the putting his tongue out. There you go, like that. Yep. Can add ears on him. Okay. But remembering we're trying to keep it simple. Alright. Let's say we want to do let's say a man bun. Okay, here you go, just do the man bun. If you want him to have like stubbles, you just stipple it. Make it look like he's got stubbles. Alright, so the biggest difference between the woman and the man one would be, so here's our wahine one again. I would add these on. And she looks like a woman without them, but I just like to add those on. Alright, and with the man I just leave it. So you can stick, like put a hairdo in his hair if you want. Something simple. Yeah. Okay, so that'll be a good thing to practice, whānau. Just to practice some of that. And yeah, we'll probably do something with the bodies next time. Okay, some positions, some bodies, some hands, feet, things like that. Alright? Okay, ka pai.